Okay, so I'm sort of filming this video kind of to articulate to myself the issue I've been having and whatnot. Uh, and so I'm just kind of just going to talk at the camera more than anything and probably just upload this to YouTube because I think this is very valuable stuff and I'm sure someone else could benefit from it. But so what I am having right now is a dilemma with working a salaried job. Right, and so what I have here at the top is my time and skills. Right, so in order to, and let me start from the top here, right? In order to make money in this world, you have to provide value. You have to provide value. What does value mean? Value effectively means that you solve a problem, right? So in order to create money, you need to solve problems. That's the basis of everything. We need to go to the fundamentals, right? If I want money, I need to provide value, I need to solve problems. And so the primary way to solve problems now is through this medium here that I've already written of your time and your skills, right? And skills are effectively your ability to solve hard problems, whether those are software problems. I'm a software engineer, so I'm more so focused towards that. Whether that's, plumbing problems, whether that is anything, right? Any sort of, there's an infinite number of problems out there. Just look for problems. Doesn't matter what niche, what sub-niche, anything. Then time is your currency for solving problems, right? And so the formula here I've created is that so long as you have time and skills, you have the ability to solve hard problems, right? Time and your skills is effectively one's ability to solve hard problems. And so this really gets you thinking like, I have time and I have skills and I have effectively, I'm, very software development oriented, right? So I have that skill set of, software development. Plus I'm only 25, so I have plenty of time, right? And so because I have time and the ability of a software developer, I'm able to solve software problems. I'm able to solve software problems. But where things really start to break down is I have the time, I have the skills, and so I have the ability to bring value by solving problems, solving software problems. Solving software problems. But where things really start to break down is that I can solve many hard software problems for my job. Many hard software problems, right? I solve these problems. I make the company gets value. The company gets value. What sort of value? They get money from their consumers. They get money from their consumers, right? And more often than not, because of the nature of software and because you can make a single software update that is applied to hundreds of thousands of customers, the company gets lots of money. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars, or really in the context of larger software companies, millions. And their only primary costs, not only, but their primary costs is effectively you, your skill set, and your time. And so where things really start to get me, and this is where things really start to break down as well, is, and I have markers, I should get the camera stand, where things really start to break down is, so I spend my time and my skill set as a software development to solve problems, right? Time as a software developer and my skill set as a software developer make my company millions of dollars. And so this is where things start to break down, because as average people, we're taught that we ought to just get a job and call it easy, take it easy. And so where the disconnect is that I'm making this company millions of dollars. But at the end of the day, they will only ever pay me my salary of a couple $1,000. Notice how I only have $1 sign here. I have three up here. Right. And so they will pay me my salary regardless of the insurmountable value I provide for them. And so where I think things are starting to head, and where I think that I need to head, is to, and I'm going to make multiple videos about this so I can flesh out this idea further, but instead of going through the painstaking process of using my software development skills to provide value for a company under the pretext of a salary, we need to do so in a way that's more so tied to the value that I contribute, right? Value-based income, which really starts to get into freelancing and entrepreneurship and things of that nature, but it's ultimately a much better deal because when you think about time, we are talking about minimum 40 hours a week, plus the skill set I've developed over the course of years and years and years. Is only going to get more powerful as you get further into your career. And that is just not going to be enough. That's just not going to cut it, truthfully. And so where am I going with this currently? Right, and so what happens here, and I want to talk about this in a separate video, what we've done here is we've used, what I've used and what most of us have done is we've used our value we bring, our time and our skill set, and we use that to create a platform for value distribution. And so there are lots of different platforms for value distribution. What do I mean? When I use my time, what I'm saying is that, hey, I will offer you 40 hours a week and my skills as a software developer in exchange. This right here is literally my platform for value, my software value distribution. So I feel like I'm kind of just saying words right now. So let me try to tie this in cleanly. What's happening here is when I'm saying that I want to provide value, I'm really saying I want to make money. In exchange, I will give you my skill set and my time. And there are lots of different ways to trade your skill set and time for money. But the most common way that we're all taught is to get a job. We get a job. And so what happens in the job deal, you have a company, and then I have me. What happens is I trade. I'm not going to keep on writing out everything because I'm repeating a lot. I have my time and my skill set. I give that to my company. I produce value to my company, and my company in exchange, regardless of the value produced, they always give me a base salary, regardless of if I created them $2,000 or if I created them $500,000. Regardless, they will always give me the same salary, regardless. And this is where things really start to break down and where you really start to lose the newer generation, myself included, because this is the deal that we're all signing up for by default. And this is a big problem.